What's up, y'all? It's your girl MJ, and I want to have a little conversation. So I am still deciding on if I'm gonna like do this regularly. I feel like I want to, but I guess it also depends on like the feedback and whatnot. But at the same time, I guess it really doesn't because this is more of like an opportunity for me to have like a video diary in an essence, I guess maybe. But really, the point is, I just want to like talk about shit that is on my mind because like I've always been someone who's like very private, very reserved when it comes to like talking to other people about how I'm feeling. And like I was thinking, was scrolling on the gram or whatever, and people always be talking about, oh, this is toxic, or there's like little memes or whatever that are like little jokes, and people are like, oh, my toxic trait is this, and my toxic trait is this, or whatever. And so I was thinking today, I was like, I wonder what my toxic trait is. Like, I wonder what my like former friends or former, my past exes or whatever would say is like my toxic trait. And then I was like, well, what is my toxic trait for myself? Because a lot of times we have to think about the fact that we can be toxic to ourselves. Like, we can really put ourselves down, we can hold ourselves back, we can just do so much damage to ourselves. And so I was thinking about that today, and like, I realized that I think I would say I have maybe like three like main toxic traits for myself. For myself. These are not things that I feel like I do to others. These are literally things that I'm doing to myself. So one of them is that I can procrastinate on certain things. And I feel like it's like I procrastinate on things that are the most important and most worth my effort when it comes to, for my personal benefit. So for instance, I used to want to do YouTube and like do hair videos and stuff. Started doing it, but even when I was doing it back then, it was like I wasn't really like all in. I was kind of half-assing it. And I would sit there and just be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And then would never do it. Or would find an excuse not to do it. And I don't know. But that was just something that I procrastinated on and eventually just stopped doing it. And another thing for me is like working out. So I had a whole moment today about just not being happy with like my weight and not being happy with my shape and size. Again, scrolling on the gram, we're seeing these beautiful women, these awesome, amazing bodies for these men and women. And it's like, damn, you got some work to do. And so it's like I'll formulate a whole plan, y'all. Like I'll have a meal prep plan in my mind. I'll come up with like a whole fitness plan or whatever. And it's like I got it planned out to the T. I know exactly what I'm gonna do, when I'm gonna do it, what time. Like I be having it all figured out in my mind. And then when it comes time to actually do it, it's like, nah, maybe tomorrow. And then tomorrow becomes the next day, and the next day becomes the next week, and then it's like a month later, and I'm like worse than where I was before. And so then I'm like more sad, more depressed, and more upset with myself. So that's something I definitely have to work on because I know that I do that really, really bad. And now, my other toxic trait I would probably say is that I feel like I'm someone who, I think I give like too much energy to people who I choose to be important in my life. And so when shit doesn't end well or things go badly, then it's like after the fact I'm sitting back like, damn, why did I gave this person so much love, I gave this person so much interest, I gave this person so much time, I upgraded this person, and then I'll be like, but damn, what the fuck did they do for me? And I'll get upset with myself like after the fact, like, the fuck? Like, I upgraded this motherfucker. Got like, when I tell y'all, like, I got some people that I dated, and it's like, when I say you upgrade, and I'm not trying to say this, I mean this in the most humble way of possible, but yeah, you can upgrade people in different ways. We all can get upgraded, and not all, but most of us, some of us can upgrade other people. And I feel like there's things that, you know, you come across people and it's like certain stuff that's just normal or natural for you or for myself, and it's not normal and natural for them. So case in point, like if you start hanging out with somebody or dating somebody new, and it's like you go to their spot or whatever, and their house not as clean as you like your house to be, or as clean as what you feel like clean should be. So me, I'm the type, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, let me get up in here and, you know, kind of clean things up, show them, you know, better cleaning ways, show them like, this is how your spot should look. These are things that you can work on, these are things that you can do better, and I'm going to provide you with the tools to do so. And you know, you do that, and it's like boom, bam, now they keeping their house clean, now their spot is fresh. Like, I'm the type, I'm gonna help you get your stuff right. I'm gonna show you how you need to clean. Do you not know, first of all, do y'all know a lot of people don't realize that you're supposed to change your shower curtains? Like, not the little decorative one, but the clear vinyl one that you have on the inside, the one that actually gets hit with the water. I done been to people's houses, and it's like, you go into use the restroom or whatever, and you look and you can see the shower curtain, and yes, I'm one of them nosy people who will like inspect people's stuff, like, because I'm like, if I'm in here using the bathroom, I want to make sure that this bathroom is clean, and I'm just nosy like that. So I will literally, you'll look. And especially if it's someone that you're dating or whatever, because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, let me check and see if they stuff clean, because if it does get further along down the line to the point where I might be coming over here taking a shower, taking a bath or whatever, I want to make sure they shit clean. So I look. Who gonna check me, boo? I look. But anyways, back to the point. So like, you check the shower curtain, and that bit mad nasty. And it's like nasty to the point where, you know, like once they moved into whatever they at, their little spot or whatever, they put this shower curtain in, and it's been there ever since. Whether it's been a year, 2 years, 4 months, 5 months, like, it's been there. Now, everybody's different, depending on if you want a single household or you got kids and all this other stuff, or other people. The point is that you're supposed to change it. They only cost like $3. You can probably find them at the Dollar Tree for $1. So there's no reason to be like, oh, I don't have one. But people don't change these. That's nasty. Because you touch that, and then it's mildew, mold, germs, bacteria, just stink all up on there. Change it. But you know, some people don't know better. Or like, you need to clean your walls and your baseboards, especially if you nasty. But then again, I guess if you know, obviously they're nasty, which is the reason why they're not cleaning in the first place, but I digress. But you know, you're supposed to clean stuff, like in your bathroom, clean the walls, clean the baseboards, clean the floor, clean behind yourself. Or me, I love for like, I'm all about smell goods. One thing about me, like, that I know and notice about, you know, people, when people come around me, when people like catch me coming out my car, every time, hands down, like, people are like, oh, your car smells so good. Like, your car smells great. Yes, and I'm the same way by my house. I keep the house smelling clean and fresh. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, part of that is whether you using plug-ins or air freshener spray, whatever you using. And another thing that I use is like the little candle wax melts. You know, you put the little tea candle in the little container, and then you put the wax on, and it melts, and it makes it all smell good. That's another thing I do as well. A lot of people don't do that, which is fine. But, you know, you gotta keep it clean, and you gotta keep it smelling good, keep it fresh. Anyways, my whole point to this is that that's some part of my energy and stuff that I feel like I give to people. And so it's like, because in my mind, I'm thinking if I'm dealing with someone or whatever, then I want to help you be better. I'm going to show you some things that you may not have learned growing up as a child. Your mama may not have taught you these things. Not to knock your mama, but just everybody mama ain't teaching everybody child the same thing, which that's a whole nother topic. But the point is, it's like, oh, okay, you bae, you boo, you potential bae, boo, or friend. This applies to friends too, because I'm that friend that's gonna let you know, friend, your house stink, or friend, your car stink. I'm not gonna ride with you nowhere. I'll meet you there, or we can meet up somewhere else because I don't want to go to your house. I'm gonna let you know. So I feel like that's part of me, that's part of my energy, and that's something that I give. And so it's like literally at any time, like I stopped dealing with someone and it was like to the point where I was giving them certain parts of my energy and all my, it's like after the fact later on when I'm looking back at it, and I'm just like, damn. Because let's be honest, a lot of times we all can tell when we're dealing with someone and we know it ain't gonna be about shit. Like, we know. I think that I am someone who is like a fixer. So I like trying to like fix things for people and fix them and help them be better and help them progress. But what gets me is when it's like eventually after some time, I'm gonna start to get to the point where I'm like, okay, like I'm doing all these things to help you be better, but what have you done to help me be better, help my life better, help me with some growth? And that's when it's like, once I reach to that point where I start having that question, basically meaning that the energy that's being given is not being reciprocated. Once I get to that point, then it's 100. That's when I'm quick to be like, oh, okay, let me find an exit strategy. And I may go back and forth with myself, like, it's okay, or I could fix that too. But that's something that I need to stop doing. And I mean, I know a lot of people need to stop doing. That's how some of us end up in these toxic relationships or toxic, unhealthy friendships, or friendships that they're not equally yoked. You got one friend who calls and texts and hits you up all the time, and then you have the other friend where you hit them up all the time. They don't ever hit you up. You checking on their energy. They don't check on your energy until it's time to like party or do some insignificant, inconsequential thing. And then it's like, well, damn friend, where were you when I was having a really bad day and I could have used some guidance or some extra energy? You know what I'm saying? So I would say those are like my main. Never mind. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna add one more toxic trait since I'm having an honest moment with myself. I got a bad temper. I would say my temper has gotten so much better. Like, yeah. But I have a bad temper. Like, I got a bad temper. And I have a bad attitude, but that has gotten so much better again. Like, if I would have met me like between 5 to 10 years ago, I would not have wanted to be my homie. I would not have wanted to be my friend, because I was high-headed. I was like, it was quick. I was quick with it. Now I'm still quick, but now I'm like, okay, let me think about this and think about how I'm going to react to this and how I'm going to respond to this. And is this really worth my energy and my effort of being angry and upset or whatever I'm about, But yeah, when I get mad though, now it's like, instead of me being quick tempered, it's like I'll like get upset with something and I might hold it in, and then so when I finally like snap, oh, it's over with. Like, it's not good, it's not pretty, nah. And just being able to have control over yourself, your temper, your moods and all of that, your energy, that's very important to me, at least. Some people don't feel like that's important, but I think it's important. So that's something that I have definitely grown on and progressed, and I'm taking these steps, and it's like I'm happy about where I'm at with that. So, but yeah. When I get upset or when I get angry or when the attitude is ready, it's not a good look at all. Not a good look. Look, y'all, my bun all lopsided as usual. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, this is things that be going on my mind that I be thinking about and conversations I be having with myself and whatnot. So y'all let me know what you think. What would you say are your top 3 like toxic traits that you do to yourself? Not what you're doing to other people, but what you do to yourself. And you know, we can talk about it. So I gotta get myself ready for bed so I can get up for work in the morning. And yeah, we're gonna make some shake. But y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Be positive. Take it easy on yourself. Keep the energy light. You know, just we gotta do better, but we gotta be better for ourselves first. So, bye y'all.